Beautiful human, how are you today? I'm the Cape Witch if you still don't know me, and I'm a specialist in trauma diagnosis and trauma healing. I'm the owner of the website The Cape Witch, and I'm here today to talk to you about something that I hear a lot during my sessions, which is, Carla, I constantly have the feeling that I'm carrying a heavy backpack in my back. There we are. I spilt it. I hear this sentence, I think like 1,000 times a week. You have no idea. And so I thought, why not put it in a video and see if I can help these people get rid of this feeling of having a heavy backpack in their backs all the time. Here I am today to do that. So first things first, let me explain you why you might be feeling that. Many times, yes, you feel like you're carrying a heavy backpack because you have too much trauma stuck inside of you and there's still a lot to be healed. Of course, this is the case, you have to heal the trauma first and then you're going to be able to dissolve and get rid of the weight, okay? But if you have been doing the healing process and you still feel like you carry a heavy weight on your back, it can happen because you're too attached to the energy of the backpack, because we kind of get used to things, and humans are creatures of habit, so that to keep us safe, right, this comes because of evolution. To keep you safe, you tend to search for things that are already known, that you already feel comfortable with. That's why people who are raised in very chaotic homes struggle to find peace within themselves, because they don't even know how to feel peaceful and not feel scared, because it triggers the ego. The ego is trying to keep you safe and keep you in a shell, protected. And when you do something that is completely out of your comfort zone because you have been living in a chaotic home, then a peaceful one triggers you. Okay, so let's start by why you may be feeling like you're carrying a heavy backpack even though you're doing the healing process. The first one is because maybe you're resisting change because of a desperate need to save a loved one. Many times we have someone that we are very attached to, and when we grow and this person doesn't grow with us, doesn't do their process, we start to detach. You start to go up and they continue stuck or start to go down because the energy is not compatible anymore. So if this person, by any means, and please, not everybody does this on purpose, so I'm not saying that the person is doing this to damage you, nothing to do with that. But sometimes if the person is sucking the energy out of you without even realizing that they're doing it, and you start to grow, your energy doesn't accept that anymore. So you repel the person that you love. And so you start to feel the detachment and you feel very scared, and your ego starts to freak out like, oh my God, she's detaching from me. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? And starts freaking out. When the ego freaks out, you come back. And what happens? You identify with the energy. So the ego brings you back because the ego understands that this damaging energy is you. So you cannot get rid of this because otherwise you will die. It's survival instinct. Can you understand? So maybe you're resisting change because you want to bring this person with you, but you see you can only bring this person with you if she does the work too. You cannot do the work. She stays all day in bed without doing anything, and then she comes with you and gets the reward, because it's cause and consequences. It's a matter of energy. It's not what we want. It's energy attracts similar energy. If you're not similar anymore, you're not going to be together anymore. Just before I continue, this is a very good tip. Many times we feel very bad saying no to our loved ones, like, oh, I'm not going to take you with me, I'm not going to give you free energy anymore. But actually, if you give them free energy to keep them stuck, you're the enabler. You're actually hurting them more than they are already hurt. So you keep them stuck and you drag them down. Saying no can many times be the most loving thing you can do for someone in your life. So keep this in mind, okay? Take the guilt and the shame and all the crazy things that you're feeling right now off your chest. Lift it up. And maybe the backpack is going to disappear right now, from this understanding. But let's continue. Because you have the addiction to suffering. Many people struggle with that. Any high vibration triggers you. And when it triggers you, the ego closes you down and you cannot reach the next level. You stay stuck. but then you start feeling very uncomfortable, is very annoyed, like you don't fit in and like the box is too tight for your body. This is when your ego is trying to keep you stuck when you're ready to go to the next level. These energetic blocks and energetic barriers are simply your ego trying to protect you. If you fight the fear and you surpass the blockage, everything will be okay. Believe me, everything will be okay. Your ego is not your enemy. It's just trying to protect you, which is his job. He's the messenger between your soul and your body, okay? You don't feel deserving of things flowing to you easily, so you unconsciously expect things to be very difficult, to be very challenging. So you're always kind of protecting yourself in fight or flight mode, trust issues, and you say like, no, this is too easy, this is not going to be good. But actually many times what's coming to you was not easy. It's just a reflection of all the hard work that you have done. So it's a reward. It's not a gift. You know what I mean? It's not coming without you doing anything. You already did what you had to do, and now you're getting the reward. So you have to learn how to open up and receive. I struggle with that a lot. A lot. So I know what I'm talking about, because I struggle with that. I have been struggling with that, I think, my whole life. So I'm telling you by personal experience that this happens. Sometimes you're receiving the reward and you're thinking that someone is tricking you and saying, oh, this is so easy, this is so, and then you're going to be stabbed in the back later. But no, it's the result of a job well done. Maybe you're carrying this heavy bag because your imagination is asleep and you have never, ever experienced anything different from what you already know. So you don't know, you have never been exposed to something different. So I always tell people, go to places where you have never been before, check it out, observe, see how it happens, see how everybody behaves. If you have never gone to a museum, go. If you have never gone to a poor neighborhood, go there. If you have never driven a very expensive car, do a test drive. You don't have to have money to buy it, just do a test drive. If you have never gone by bike anywhere, do it. Do things that are out of the ordinary for you, as little as they are. It can be a different food, it can be different music, it can be different colors, anything, because this is going to expose you to something new, and this can help you a lot. And now, of course, I'm going to teach you how to start healing this and how to release this burden from your body. If you're already doing your job, you're already healing, you're already doing your thing, you don't have to hold on to it anymore. So the first tip that I'm going to give you to start healing is to cut the toxic cords. And this is a very, very challenging one. Everybody struggles with that. Why? Because we love people, and sometimes people are toxic and we still love them. And it's very difficult for you to say like, I'm going to have to separate myself from you for a little while and then I'll come back later if it's possible. If not, a very loving goodbye. It's very difficult for us to do that because we love people and we're used to people, and we feel guilty and we feel ashamed and we don't want to regret anything, and then it weighs on our consciousness. But actually, if you don't entertain people's pain, people's toxicity, people's stagnancy, or anything that keeps your loved ones stuck, you're actually liberating them. Because yes, it's going to be difficult, and yes, they're going to have a hard time when the plug, when you go away and you don't give them energy anymore. But it's actually the best thing that could ever happen, because they're going to have to figure it out on their own. How to fix this, how to handle it. And they're going to grow, and they're going to heal, and they're going to do what you did, which is wonderful. You know the results. The results are wonderful. So I am giving you permission to leave right now and to just go on with your life, because I promise the results are going to be great. They are not going to die from you not being there. They're going to die if they have to die. It has nothing to do with you, okay? The second one is that when you catch yourself blocking good energy, watch how your body reacts, and next time challenge yourself to respond instead of react, in a different, new way. You don't have to get it right from the start, like the first one already great, and you explode and you go to infinity. It doesn't have to be that way. Try different things slowly, gradually, and see how it goes. Try responding in ways that you have never done before and just observe what happens. Observe how the universe, other people, and yourself react to your different response. The third one is open up to being seen and loved for exactly who you are. Commit to doing very heavy aerobic exercise, because this is going to help you a lot to just dissolve the energy and let it go. You know, heavy exercise and meditation are the best for you to release all the energy and then receive what you deserve, so that you start learning how to receive the rewards for all your heavy and hard work. This is the third one. And last but not least, you can start drawing, listening to music that you never did before, doing things that are not, you know, they are not often done by you. Do different things, but most of all, start drawing, imagining, envisioning. Try to see things with your mind that you cannot see with your eyes. So for example, have you ever seen a pink elephant? Because I haven't. I have never, these eyes have never seen a pink elephant. But if I close my eyes, I can see a pink elephant. Because your mind can create anything that you want. And your mind, keep this in your brain, in this beautiful brain of yours. Your mind is not capable of creating something that you cannot manifest in real life. So really think about it and start pushing your mind to create things that your eyes have never seen. It doesn't matter if they exist in the world or not. If you haven't seen it, try to create it in here. And do this exercise to start imagining, to start triggering your mind and your imagination. I have known people who, when they closed their eyes before, they would see it all gray. They couldn't see a single thing. This is how light of an imagination they had. But then, with a little bit of practice, they started seeing the craziest shit, and now they are doing great at imagining, you know. And let me just finish by saying that if you're trying really hard and you're doing all these steps and the heavy weight is not leaving your body, it's because the trauma is not properly healed. So go back to the process of healing. Try to find out where is the gap, fix the gap, heal the gap, and then try it again. This is not a race, this is a process. So I'll leave you with that for today. See you next week.